12 things you need to know about growing your church. This is video 8, generosity. Generosity is part of higher awareness in human beings. It's knowing that there's more than enough so that you have plenty to share. I always joke that the universe is held together by dog hair. What I believe is that civilization is held together with higher awareness and those traits and the results that come from that. Creativity, forgiveness, mercy, gratitude, and most of all, generosity. We're not always generous with our church. Some of us say, hey, it's my church, it's my music, it's the way I want it, it's the size I want. But when we think about it, it's not really our church. We're passing through, we're stewards. It is God's church. And our mission is to grow the kingdom, to share the good news. It's one of the things Jesus was here to do. So we need to become part of that generosity of it's not just about me. Now, I know that salvation, our relationship with God, our prayers, our walk spiritually is a deeply personal experience. But the gospel is always intended to be shared. The good news is always something that we reach out with. There is more than enough. More than enough. And it's important that we're generous with sharing our faith. We're generous with our churches, our funds. We need for our church to be strong financially. We need for our churches to be strong in members because that helps us to reach out in mission and ministry. It helps our churches to grow and to minister to people in our community and people on the other side of the world. We need to be strong in our generosity. What is it? You know, we would like to not have to do this part. We would like for there to be a simple formula, a list, someone else that we could hand the responsibility off to. But in truth, it has to come from each of us. We must find time to give, faith to share. How do we become more generous with the gospel? How do we become more generous with our church where the doors are flung open and people don't think we are excluding them, but we welcome them all with open arms? I know you are the perfect person to help someone need